Mercenaries is out, and man, do we have a lot to talk about. Let's get into it.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and Mercenaries launched yesterday. As I'm recording this, it's today, but regardless, it's out. And well, I streamed a bunch of it, like 6 hours or so, played a bit more off stream, and kind of came to my own conclusion of it. And no, this won't be a giant rant video of this mode's garbage, it's terrible, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you my pros, my cons, and all of that. Why I feel like this mode is just probably not for Hearthstone players. Like, it's just kind of, it just doesn't feel like Hearthstone at all, because it really isn't. We'll talk about all that. Everyone, last minute edit before we get into the review. I got a giveaway, another bundle to give away, a Lich King code. I got one given to me by anonymous source, not Blizzard, but an anonymous source gave me a code. And again, just like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and you will give away a Lich King bundle in the next few days. So yeah, anyways, on to the review, and then conclude on whether you should like look into it or whatever and all of that. But I did want to start off with, I did my pack opening video, very satirical, very sarcastic video. A lot of people I saw were like disappointed I had pre-ordered after like I had made a deal of the Mercenaries reveal and how it was awful, which it was, and how they only highlighted the pre-orders. But as I did more research, the mode seemed playable, and at the end of the day, it is my job to cover this game. I cover it for you guys. I play a lot of stuff, so you don't have to, and all of that, and see what it's like, and it's a tax write-off, all this other stuff, and basically, yeah, it's my job. I kind of gotta do this, unless I want to do the whole free-to-play aspect, but then I'd rather cover it from all sides of things and give you my honest opinion on everything. So that's why I did it, and yeah, I'm sorry if I disappointed you by pre-ordering and all that, but I feel like I couldn't make this video very well, in particular, without actually investing in the mode the way they kind of want you to, you know, with a lot of money and not necessarily a full payout. So anyways, let's talk about it. Let's go over the good. We'll start off with the good with the mode, and then go into the bad and just why it just feels weird. The bad will be much longer, but not saying that the game mode is bad, if that makes any sense. So first, the good, if you were confused by like the the video and what Mercenaries is and all of that, and you load the game, you get a tutorial, get all these missions, you build all these camps up, you do all this stuff, and it guides you very well. I'm someone who doesn't play a ton of online, like mobile gotcha game stuff, but I was able to figure it out pretty quickly. And you know, it's a pretty basic game. It's basically just a turn-based RPG. It's similar to Pokemon in a way. You have like red beats green, green beats blue, blue beats red, and I'm not going to highlight gameplay too much here or anything like that. If you want to go check out like Rarin or Regis or Trump or whatever, I'm sure they'll have gameplay videos, but overall the gameplay I didn't have a huge issue with, but it's not Hearthstone in any way. It's definitely its own thing. You'll quickly learn what it is and how to play it, and there is a lot of complexity that comes with it when it comes to like putting together like a mercenary and leveling up the abilities, or like you'll see I have like equipped weapons and stuff and all that. So there's some complexity there to it. There's probably a lot to try and master, or net deck or whatever. There's plenty of it for that. So yeah, the combat's not terrible. It explains itself pretty well. To unlock everything, there is some gold sync required. You have to pay like a certain amount of gold for the PvP region. You have to pay a certain amount of gold to get more daily quests. You'll get like extra quests, which gets you more resources, but it's only a few hundred gold, and it's not that big of an investment, but still, if you're holding that for packs, you might want to consider keeping it for packs. So what's the bad? Well, the game itself runs relatively fine. It looks fine, but you'll notice you got some cool animations and all that stuff when you have the pay to win heroes, but you'll notice there is so much dead space in the game. It is not visually appealing. It's almost like it's meant to be played on a phone. You even see it's like very vertical. The sides literally have nothing on it. And the game itself, just visually, even when you're like attacking and all that, we'll skip ahead to some attacks, although there's a lot of downtime as well. It's funny, like it's a mobile game, but there's voice work, the animations aren't there. There's actually no auto battle thing, which was surprising to me. I thought they'd put like auto battling like most of those games have, but even when you're in combat, it's not that appealing. It's just very basic. And if in terms of like content creation, it definitely doesn't seem like a very engaging game to create, but in terms of gameplay, it's simplistic, it's fine, it does what it says it's going to do, and it operates so well. But if you're looking from that more of like visual flair side of Hearthstone that most of people have expected at this point, it's just not quite up to stuff with like Battlegrounds or Ladder. One of my other big gripes with the mode is the PvP, the fighting pit, where you face off against other players. You can see I have like an 1800 rating. By the way, don't click this. It will freeze your game because yes, we still have to have bugs and all of that. But I played up to like an 1800 rating. I lost a few games or whatever. But of all the games I played in PvP, which is player versus player, I faced one other human being. I faced one person. That's right, you can face bots in PvP. If it takes too long to match you up with someone, it'll pair you up against the bot. And the bots all have like the flashy pay-to-win skins to make you like, oh, I really want those skins or whatever. But yes, you don't actually face players. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a bug right now, but I'm facing basically no human beings. So it's like I'm trying to compete in this PvP mode against computer opponents. It's really bizarre that it's a pay-to-win almost PvE mode right now. It's kind of bizarre. And now we're going to get into the thing that I loathe the most in this game mode. This is the part of the game mode that feels terrible to me. It's one of the main reasons I'm probably not going to pursue this game too seriously. And well, let's open a pack to see what that is. And it's quite simple. It's quite simple what it is. It's literally these 5 things. The coins. When you open a pack and you open coins, it feels like nothing. It feels unrewarding. Every coin is unique to its own character. And if you get a coin for a character you don't care about, it is useless to you. It doesn't transfer over to anything. It can't be used for anything other than said character. And believe me, you're going to have to get used to coins because coins are used for everything. Whether it's to unlock a mercenary, if you don't have it, you can craft a mercenary with coins, but only the coin for that selected mercenary, or their abilities. If you want to level an ability, you have to spend that character's coins on it. And there are 3 different abilities that can all go to rank 5. They get progressively more expensive, and they also get equipment. And each equipment item can also be leveled up with coins. And the only way to get coins are through either packs or the campfire where you get certain tasks, or through bounties where they will sometimes drop at random or sometimes say that they'll come from a specific mercenary, but they're not very many, and it takes a long time to acquire enough coins to basically build what you want. And that's where the gotcha, the really predatory monetization, in my opinion, comes in. The coins you'll have to get so many to level up what you need to level up, unless you spend. And to get every coin you need to level everything up to the max, which nobody is realistically expected to do, but if you did, it would make the money you would spend on a Hearthstone collection seem trivial. And I just feel like every reward you get in this game, like when I beat a whole bounty, all I get are coins. It just doesn't feel great. I just don't feel rewarded by coins. It's not like a Hearthstone card. It just doesn't feel good. And the other thing I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that you can open up these like special portraits in packs. Those portraits take up the slot of, say, a coin or another mercenary and have literally no value other than cosmetic. So you open a pack and you get a skin you don't care about. For a mercenary you don't care about, it means you just lost out on some value from something else. And you can't disenchant them for coins. You can't do anything with them. And I just feel like they just feel bad. Like, I know they can look cool and all of that, but when it takes the spot of something of actual value, I'm really not a big fan of that. And I guess I'll leave off with the fact that I spent like $200 on all these pre-orders. I got that little welcome bundle. I got another bundle that they had in the shop because, of course, there were 2 more bundles to get. I opened all the free packs and all that. I'm still missing a couple of mercenaries. I'm missing Malfurion. And if I want them, I need, 356 more Malfurion coins, which I don't really know how to get. I have to open up specific coins for that, and again, I'm missing other stuff. But even with spending all of this, I can't like max out any mercenary. I've leveled up Diablo a bunch to like level 3 abilities, but I'm already out of coins, and that's without leveling up his equipment and all of that. The amount of money and time this game will require will basically make it so that this is your full-time commitment to this game if you really want. So basically that leaves me off with my conclusion of Mercenaries. Mercenaries, for a mobile gotcha RPG game, seems playable. It seems fun enough. There's a lot to acquire. There's a lot to collect. There's a lot to do. but it's nothing that I feel like the average Hearthstone player will care about, that will probably want to play. And I don't think you could ever really be a Mercenaries and a Hearthstone player. Like, the time commitment that this game will require if you want to get to the leaderboards of the PvP mode is going to be astronomical. And I just don't understand why this has taken a spot in the Hearthstone client. It almost feels like it could be its own app, because the players that love this type of game, that will really enjoy it, I feel like won't even know it's around because it's buried in the Hearthstone client. I feel like it should be its own app, like its own, like, check out Warcraft Mercenaries, and, you know, you could play this cool RPG mode and free to play, blah, blah, blah. Whereas now you have to download the Hearthstone app, go into Hearthstone, then click Mercenaries, and then find this. It's very odd. We'll see if that strategy works, but for me, I have a hard time recommending this to any Hearthstone player, any card game player. This is more for the people that like those online RPG gotcha games, and I don't feel like it's not winning me over. It's not going to convince me to go over that side, and I don't know if it'll win you over. But overall, I'm not sold on it. I think the monetization is extremely predatory. Gameplay itself is not the most engaging, but it can be fun and addictive for those people that want that type of experience. But overall, I gotta give it just basically a meh. It's something I probably won't continue pursuing from a content creation perspective. I'll cover updates on it, like maybe like Battlegrounds to an extent, where I put a few little blurbs in there. But overall, let me know what you guys think. Do you want Mercenaries content on the channel? Are you enjoying the mode? Do you feel the same way I do? I appreciate the effort they put into it. I don't think it's a bad mode or anything. I just feel like it's not for me, and I feel like it's not going to be for most Hearthstone players. And let me know if I'm wrong about that, and I would appreciate it. So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.